Hey guys, what is up YouTube? Halo232 here with a Roxio game capture test and review. So, let's get started. I'm just going to wait for the game to come on. I shot this in theater mode. I just wanted to grab a game, add the commentary, get it out of the way. This is hopefully going to be one of many videos I'm going to start posting. So here we go. Looking at the graphics, you can immediately tell that this is nothing to really take over the HD PVR. The Roxio was made to compete with the Dazzle. So, does it do that in terms of graphics? Yes and no. The graphics aren't really better than the Dazzle in any way, and they're not really worse than the Dazzle anyway. The graphics are just different. The Dazzle's different from the Roxio. With the Roxio, it seems like things pop more, that everything just looks better in a way, but you don't get that much detail, and it's really hard to read things that come onto the screen. You know, small stuff on the bottom of the screen. You know, like who you killed and stuff like that. That's not really a big issue. With the Dazzle, you get more detail, but it just kind of looks muddy to me. I mean, I've had people say that the Roxio is better than the Dazzle, that the Dazzle is better than the Roxio, that there's no difference absolutely in the graphics. By the way, this is all talking about the graphics. I've had some people say that there's absolutely no difference. Really, that's just up to you to decide. So, unfortunately, I don't have a Dazzle video right now to show you the difference, but what you want to do is go on YouTube, which and open up another window and just put it right by this and just compare them. You will probably like the Roxio more, even though the Dazzle, you can make stuff out better, it seems. You'll probably like the Roxio more, but you know, that's just one of those things that's up in the air. So, who wins in terms of graphics? That's up to you. Moving on. I want to address my biggest concern with the Roxio, and that's that even if your laptop meets the system requirements, it might not be. You might have some major problems with it. I spent about 5 hours just ripping my hair out, just trying to figure out why the audio was lagging, why the video was lagging, why nothing worked with my older laptop. Now, evidently enough, I shut that one off. I installed the Roxio on both of my laptops. So I just hooked it up to this after, you know, turning that one off and, like, you know, having a little breather for 2 hours, because honestly I was just done with it. I was trying everything to. Its video and sound was a piece of crap. It really was. I mean, you wouldn't know if you were watching racing or Call of Duty or Teletubbies or whatever. I mean it was bad. But so I start capturing on this laptop, and I'm just like, okay, here we go again. We're gonna have to run into all these problems. So I hit preview after I finished recording, and everything worked perfectly. And I was, what? I just started checking the specifications on both my laptops, and I'm like, this one meets the system requirements, but this one surpasses them by a lot. So all this time I was just probably my laptop. What was the culprit? It's probably the processor. That's what. Both of my laptops are clean. There's nothing really slowing them down. The processor. I'm shooting this right now on a Core i3, and the one that was giving me a problem was the AMD 64. So AMD 64 is like the minimum requirement. And and I've forgotten the minimum requirement for Intel, but it's one step behind Core i3, which is, let me just check, is this, no, sorry, this is the Core i5, so it's one step behind the Core i5. So that's my biggest concern, because it seems like if you don't have a newer laptop, that you might be having some serious problems with using the Roxio. But I would just make sure that your computer meets the system requirements and surpasses them by a little bit. If it doesn't, I mean that is good grounds for a return policy right there. You plug it in, it meets the system requirements, but it's taking up too much and it just doesn't work. You can totally send it back. I would recommend getting it off of Amazon, or I don't know if Costco sells them. All I know is that Costco has an awesome return policy. Not that I return stuff there all the time, but I'm just saying. So that's my biggest concern. Really, there isn't much else to talk about in terms of cons. So I'm gonna move on to the pros. And the pros are mostly going to be things that it does better over the Dazzle. For one thing, there's no lag if you have the Roxio game system plugged in and are playing it at the same time. There's no lag, which is just awesome, because I played an Xbox with when it was recording with the Dazzle, but honestly, it just got annoying. It wasn't that it was lagging horribly, but it got on your nerves pretty quickly. One more thing is that the Roxio lets you play in HD. The Dazzle muddies up every input that you put into it, but the Roxio does it perfectly. Now, here's a little troubleshooting point. If your output on your Xbox is on 1080p, and if you plug this in and if it looks worse, change it to 1080i. I have no idea what the difference is between those two. I have no idea why. I had never even used 1080i before until I got this. I just switched it to 1080i and it fixed all of the graphic problems. I was happy, everything was good, everything was chilling, and I was like, alright. So, more pros. It's easy to set up. I just had this thing set up in 2 minutes. Honestly, 2 minutes. It also comes with this editing software, which is it's nowhere near like an advanced editing software or anything, but it's perfect for those people who just got started, who just want to get into the let's play, walkthrough, whatever thing on YouTube. So that instead of counting that as a minus and saying that it doesn't come with a really complex editing system, I'm going to count that as a pro. As a positive, because reading all the reviews, the Roxio was made to make walkthroughs and Let's Plays simple, and just to make recording simple. So overall graphics, that's for you to decide. Easy to set up. What else? I'm sorry, I'm blanking out right now. No lag when you're playing it. You are able to play in HD, although it doesn't capture in HD. You are still able to play on it. So really, this is a clear win for me for the Roxio. But this video isn't to really tell you, oh, this is better, this is worse, go with this one, don't go with this one. This is here, so you have all the information, and so you can decide. Because I know that when I was trying to decide, there wasn't much information like this. So see you guys later, and I hope you like this.